Welcome back to Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel. Today, we're going to be focusing on the beginning part of the story. I'm going to just read to page 17 today, and then I'm going to stop. But I'm going to give you something specific to focus on at the beginning part of the story once we get to the end. So make sure you're listening for what I want you to focus on today in your beginning part. Mike Mulligan and his steam shovel. Story and pictures by Virginia Lee Burton. Mike Mulligan had a steam shovel, a beautiful red steam shovel. Her name was Mary Ann. Mike Mulligan was very proud of Mary Ann. He always said that she could dig as much in a day as 100 men could dig in a week, but he had never been quite sure that this was true. Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann had been digging together for years and years. Mike Mulligan took such good care of Mary Ann, she never grew old. It was Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann and some others who dug the great canals for the big boats to sail through. It was Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann and some others who cut through the high mountains so that trains could go through. It was Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann and some others who lowered the hills and straightened the curves to make the long highways for the automobiles. It was Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann and some others who smoothed out the ground and filled in the holes to make the landing fields for the airports. And it was Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann and some others who dug the deep holes for the cellars of the tall skyscrapers in the big cities. When people used to stop and watch them, Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann used to dig a little faster and a little better. The more people stopped, the faster and better they dug. Some days they would keep as many as 37 trucks busy taking away the dirt they had dug. Then along came the new gasoline shovels and the new electric shovels and the new diesel motor shovels and took all the jobs away from the steam shovels. Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann were very sad. No steam shovels wanted. All the other steam shovels were being sold for junk or left out in old gravel pits to rust and fall apart. Mike loved Mary Ann. He couldn't do that to her. He had taken such good care of her that she could still dig as much in a day as 100 men could dig in a week. At least he thought she could, but he wasn't quite sure. Everywhere they went, the new gas shovels and the new electric shovels and the new diesel motor shovels had all the jobs. No one wanted Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann anymore. Then, one day, Mike read in the newspaper that the town of Poppersville was going to build a new town hall. "We are going to dig the city of that town hall," said Mike to Mary Ann, and off they started. So that is where I'm going to stop today. Here's what I want you to focus on in your beginning section. I want you to draw me a picture and write a sentence or two telling me how Mike Mulligan and Mary Ann feel and why they feel that way at this point in the story. Okay? So you're focusing on how do they feel and why do they feel that way. So that means if you're doing the why part, you have to have that because word in there, right? You're telling me how they feel because, and you're telling me why they feel that way. So don't forget that second part of what I'm asking. All right, work hard for me, boys and girls. Go ahead and submit that to me as soon as you're ready on your class portfolio, on your student portfolio, so I can see your hard work. Thanks.